Hey everyone, welcome to Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now in this video, I'm going to discuss a recent interview with Jenna Ortega while she is promoting her new Netflix series, Wednesday. Now during the interview, she was asked about her upcoming role reprising the character Tara Carpenter in Scream 6. Now what she said has lit a flame across social media. Could it be that Jenna accidentally slipped up in the interview and revealed that Tara will not survive in Scream 6? Stay tuned and find out. Let's go. So let's get right into it. In her Netflix interview, Jenna Ortega had this to say.
I only want to play strong people, and she's strong.
Okay, did you hear her slip up? I want to play it one more time.
I only want to play strong people, and she's strong.
So Jenna refers to the character of Tara in the past tense and then quickly changes it to present tense. She first says she was, and then she pauses for a moment and then says she's strong. So the question we're considering is whether or not she accidentally let it slip that Tara dies in Scream 6 by saying that Tara, quote, was strong before realizing her mistake and changing it to say she's strong. So I could see this going either way, guys. Seriously, I think both sides of the coin right now are pretty much equal in terms of their validity. So listening to that statement, that could absolutely be a case where Jenna is talking freely. She's being interviewed. She's, just talking off the cuff and then almost instinctually, like a reflex, because she's been living and breathing this character now and filmed for 9 weeks and all of this, it's all fresh on the brain, could easily have let it slip that she said was. It just accidentally came out. She was going to say strong. She was, and stop. She was strong. And then the minute she said was, she immediately stopped. She paused for half a second, whatever it was, and then she just said she's strong. So clearly she corrected herself. That's obvious. She corrected herself one way or another. Either she corrected herself because Tara does in fact die and she realized she just leaked it out in the interview and quickly covered it up to hopefully, again, everyone just moves on and no one remembers it. No one really catches it, whatever. Honest mistake. Okay. So the possibility is very, very real that she really did accidentally say it. So that definitely is possible. It absolutely is a possibility. Now, the other side of the coin is that it was just a flub. I mean, really, it was just a mistake. She's not, Tara's not going to die in the movie. And when she said she was strong, or was about to say was strong, it was just clearly a mistake. There was nothing more to it than that. And maybe she said it in terms of she just got through filming. So in her mind, the role is over for now. And so she's thinking of Tara by looking back and reflecting on Scream 6 because it all was past tense. She just did the movie. Thus, her initial reaction was to refer to Tara as was strong because, again, she's thinking of it as it's completed. The movie's done. She was in Scream 6. She was strong. So it may not mean anything at all about Tara's fate in Scream 6. So make sure we're real clear here. This could go either way. This could just as easily have nothing to do with whether or not Tara survives Scream 6 or not. However, it's interesting to talk about because it could go either way. Like I just said, it could also mean that she did slip and that Tara does die. And I want to kind of focus for a moment on this question because it is something, again, very interesting to kind of think through, which is this. What if Tara does not survive the movie? Now, this would be a huge move on behalf of Radio Silence and the whole creative team, the writers, because this would be shocking the audience. Like, Tyler said months ago that they are willing to do risk it all. That's what he said. They're willing to risk it all to subvert our expectations for this movie. And one way you can subvert expectations would be to eliminate Tara Carpenter from the film. That's right. She does not survive the movie. Now, let me just be on record here and say, and you guys who've been on the channel for a while, you already know this, I do not want that to happen. Tara is my favorite of the core four, personally, and I just think she's an amazing star. She's a powerhouse actor, Jenna Ortega is, and I just think that her ceiling is literally the sky. The ceiling is the sky, the universe, space. She could skyrocket that high. Now, one thing to consider about Tara not surviving the movie is if you are the studio and you are a Radio Silence guy and you're James, you're writing this movie, and you see Jenna Ortega's star rising higher and higher, there has to at least be a discussion of whether or not you'll be able to afford her financially in your movie moving forward into Scream 7. So unless they've locked her down, again, to a deal for 7 already, which who knows? It's possible they have, and they just haven't announced that, of course. But that's possible it's already done, which means, okay, great. If that's the case, then, it would make no sense to kill her off, obviously. However, if that's not the case, and they're concerned that they're not going to be able to get Tara, or I should say Jenna Ortega, back for Scream 7, that it actually might be a very sound business strategic decision to have her killed in the 6th movie, because they anticipate they'll never be able to get her back after 6. So keep that in mind, as a studio could have their hand in that as well. But it's an interesting choice. If they did it, it would certainly, again, be unexpected completely. And I think that it would affect a large portion of the fan base now of the new films, because I know she's a real popular character. And I know not everyone loves Tara, the character, and I get that. It's fine. Of course, everybody's entitled, but I know the majority of folks I speak to really do enjoy Jenna Ortega in that role and enjoyed her performance in Scream 5. So I think it comes down to whether or not, the studio is going to be able to get her for 7. And that could affect what happens. And sure, it would definitely be subverting expectations. I can guarantee you that our jaws would drop if Tara or Sam were killed, either one of them, because they're kind of been anointed the new final girls, if you will. So to see one of them die, but especially Tara, I think it would be kind of earth-shattering and bone-shattering, if you will, to everyone involved. It would be pretty crazy. And so we'll have to see, though. But just something to think about. And again, I don't know what Jenna's intent was in her statement when she accidentally said she was, and then she stopped herself quickly and said she's strong. So, again, I'm very, very curious to see exactly where this is going to go. And if indeed she is going to survive Scream 6. Now, those are my initial thoughts on this comment. Again, I'm checking out with this way. 50-50. We'll have to wait and see, obviously, but it's interesting. And I want to know now what all of you think about Jenna's comments regarding the past tense of Tara was strong, and then she quickly changed it to she's strong. So please let me know what your thoughts are. I do want to know in the comments below what you're thinking, and if what your opinion is. Do you believe that the was an accident, or that it was just doesn't mean anything. It wasn't an accident. But it doesn't mean anything at the same time. So I would love to know what your thoughts are again below, so we can start discussing it together. Well, guys, that's going to be it for this update, but I'll be back soon with more Scream 6 and other horror movie content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, this is Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thank you for watching.